How to read a book. Well, if you don't know how to read a book, how are you going to read how to read a book? Ha 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 ha! Here, voici books I'm donating, or books my family are donating. Film, a montage of theories. The Playbook, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, a field guide to trees and shrubs. Revolting Rhymes. That's pretty good, actually. But it's probably not public domain, so I don't care. The Bartender's Black Book. I only use public domain books generally, and these are the ones I really keep, or language books. Boyfriend Wisdom. Heroes of the American West. Oh, that's actually really good too. Okay. Oh no, it's stories? Yeah, no. Manual for Writers. How to Use Financial Statements. Einstein's Universe. Everything on It. Everything on It? Pocket Prayers. Home Movies and Sound. Oh crap, this is from a boarding school. I forgot to return this. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Top was Made Easy. Bon Appetit. Braids and Bows. I don't have a daughter or anything, so or I don't have long hair. The Oxford Dictionary. Indian Herbs. 50 Games for Children. Card games, it looks like. Ernest Hemingway. The Old Man. That should have been obvious by the picture. Goodness. Friends, a primer. Pencil and Cusack. That's kind of cool. A que de langue et de civilisation française. Reference handbook, grammar and usage. 101 Dalmatians. Beer. Ambeer. Beer foam. Barm is beer foam. What is ambeer? Tobacco juice. Ugh. Cruden's Complete Concordance. I don't know what a concordance is. Is it the opposite of discordance? So it's harmony? A little vine looking. I don't even know what this book is. Alice Adventures Underground. A facsimile. A facsimile of Lewis Carroll manuscript. Of the original Lewis Carroll. That's interesting. Alright. Point of Departure. Young 19 Stories of Youth and Discovery. No thank you. Siddhartha, Hermann Hesse. I might read that again, but I'll read it on ebook. Endurance. I got to like 200 some pages in that book and I gave up. I wasn't too interested in Endurance. The Discoveries. There's a lot of books I've read only 100 pages of, which is a really bad habit. Daniel J. That's 200 pages of. Jen and Daniel Day Bornstein. The Discoveries. Modern Times, just because it's a classic. Math. Driver's Manual. Yeah. Chatham Township. The Scarlet Letter. Hoyle's Rules of Games. True Grit. P.C. Woodhouse. The Luck of the Bodkins. The Luck of the Bodkins. College Rules. Hamlet. Speed writing books with words and how to write them and whatnot. Actually, this might be... If I take a class in college, it'll come with the textbook. I'm not going to use that. Wilderness Skiing. Richard III. Speed writing again. There's 3 volumes of such. Shakespeare, Henry V. C.S. Lewis. The Horse and His Boy. Call the Wild, Jack London. The Hornblower Companion. This actually looks pretty good. The Tragedy of Macbeth. C.S. Lewis, The Last Battle. Mary Shelley, Frankenstein. Hudson Smith, The Religions of Man. Push Logic. American Century Thesaurus. Richard II. The New Hudson Shakespeare. This is probably Macbeth. We have umpteen copies of Macbeth, and it's Macbeth again. Everybody loves Tom Wolfe, The Right Stuff. The Hiking Climbing Handbook by Curtis Clement. 100 Events to be Remembered. Winston Churchill Biography. The Odyssey. The Jungle. Old Man in the Sea. Soccer. Mostly Harmless. Thesaurus. The Bro Code. Charles Dickens Paperback Papers. I like paperweight. I was thinking paperback. I saw paperback. Just a Mess of Flunters, really. Letter to a Christian Nation, yo. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test. Ooh. The Edge of Reason, Bridget Jones. The Tempest. Lord of the Rings, Paddington Abroad. Richard III. Tragedy of Julius Caesar. Pinocchio. Moliere's The Misanthrope. Normandy. Rocks and Minerals. The Hornblower Saga. Siddhartha, Hermann Hesse. C.S. Lewis, The Silver Chair. Florence. Your Guide to Photography. Old Salem, Museums and Gardens. Donating such, Mixed Beasts. Tales of Peter Rabbit and Friends, and His Friends. St. Petersburg, Leningrad. Questions and Answers to help you pass the real estate exam. 9th edition. And this is the type of book you should get as an ebook. Look at that. That is cumbersome. Irving Stone's The Agony and the Ecstasy. The Agony and the Ecstasy. Michelangelo Biography. The Bears and I. Pre-calculus. Leonardo's Horse. Decorating Style. House Beautiful. Coins. Coin Collecting. A Walk Across the Sun. The Bedford Boys. War. What is a absolutely nothing to say it again now. Nobin the Outdoors in the Dark. This one's actually really good too. Just a lot of nice pictures with cute animals. Webster's New World Thesaurus. Encyclopedia of Games. Henry IV, Part 1. Quick and Easy Card Games. The Catcher in the Rye. We have about 8 copies of that. Vida Cultural en España. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. Crowd Breakers and Mixers Part 2. The Birth of the Modern. Classic Rooms. This is actually probably the best one so far. You have that off to the side. God Bless the Gargoyles. Death of a Salesman. Arthur Miller. Writing and researching term papers and reports. New guide for students. New. Well, not really new. The Hornblower Saga. One of the books. One of the volumes. The first volume. Bambi by Felix Salton. The ABC of Relativity by Bertrand Russell. The Winter Antiques Show. Fiction and the Unconscious. Simon O. Lesser. This may be something important to read, but I'm probably not going to bother. It's a psychology textbook. I tried to read Carl Jung, and I wasn't really interested, and I feel like that's going to be a Carl Jung thing. Carl Sagan. The Monuments Men. Richard III. Mudworks, says Keep. Oops. Carpooling with God. Guide. The French Hotels of Character. America 1908. The Time Warp Trio. Written by John Skitz. The Last Founding Father. Written by Harlow Giles Unger. The Unabridged Crossword Puzzle Dictionary. Written by A.F. Sisson. What to consider if you're considering college. The New Rules for Education and Employment. Written by Ken S. Coates and Bill Morrison. On Being a Real Person. Mun Harris's old book with annotations and whatnot and such. Babysitting. Babysitter's Training Handbook. Red Cross. This was issued in Madison. This is likely my sister's old babysitting book. Best Day Trips from London. That's not from me. That's not one of my books. New York Guidebook. Walking New York. Also not one of mine. I don't need to say that every time. Codename Variety. Okay. Bye-bye Codename Variety. Can you even see this? Bye-bye Electricity. That might be worth something. First Aid. Bye-bye First Aid. Calculus. I'm not sure if we're allowed to donate textbooks, but I don't want to do calculus. So I think I inherited that from a friend at boarding school. A book that has gone through hell. It looks like some romance thing. The Loved One. There's a sexy lady on top of it. That's weird phrasing. Thesaurus. I don't need such. Maybe someone will make some good use of it. Spanish workbook. Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost. Bye-byes. Grammar reference book. Bye-byes. Long copious guide to the Constitution. Bye-byes. Wildflower Guide, meh. Napoleon biography. Now this is just constant pre-weight. You're supposed to know all the characters in history. They keep on referencing, hey, this guy's a thing. Hey, this guy's a thing. I don't know all these guys. I don't want to read this thing. Ugh. I've tried multiple times to read these Napoleon biographies. I just get bored. I'm like, no, not dealing with it. You know what I mean? No. Baby life. This is kind of useful. I'm interested in taking care of kids, Bugs Bunny style, being a wise guy with kids. I don't know. Kids are fun. Yeah, babysitting? I don't know. I know CPR already. I am certified. Insects Guide? Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Maybe if I took a class. There's some vocab in this book, but I don't know. It's not my field of study. And a damaged book, Adventure with Words. Yeah, this doesn't appeal to the grammarless me. The Last of the Mohicans. That is a great title. I don't want to read stories right now. Unless the story is really good. If it's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I'll read a story, but right now, I'd rather read biographies or learn new words. I'm not really interested in The Last of the Mohicans. This might be a really good book, and I'm putting down. I feel bad. Maybe I should at least dabble in this, but no. I'd rather watch a Japanese drama or something right now. Or maybe I'll read The Elephant to Hollywood. Michael Caine's biography looks pretty good. I read a little bit at school. It was pretty good. But these are the books I've donated so far. This is the first bag. There's 5 more bags I have to go through to donate. Not go through, but show you people. Because I like to know what I've donated. I don't know why. I'm eccentric. I love YouTube. If YouTube videos just disappear, I'd be really sad. This is a whole archive of life for heaps of people, and people just ditch their archive because they're embarrassed or something. Paradise Lost. Oh, I want to read Dante's Inferno. That's a fun book. I want to do that again. Gosh.
I'm gonna let the doggy out.
Okay.